of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Carolina Panthers.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
On first down, Darnold. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 44. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Darnold on first down. He's going to look deep for more. Touchdown, Carolina! DJ Moore, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain him.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week totally carries over, but you got to love the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Dancing to his left. And that one complete to Stephon Sullivan. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. He'll find the tight end Sullivan complete. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
They'll look to throw here. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Back to throw, Darnold. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
At the 19-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore. And now it's 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Again, he targets Moore. This one is complete. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0.
Joey Sly to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
And the Bears first down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this will be caught by Mooney. 3 yards the gain there, second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
First down, Chicago.
First down, a run with Cohen. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 13. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. This is Cohen. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Pat O'Donnell on to punt for the Bears.
Now the Bears' 6th-round pick in 2014, Pat O'Donnell on to punt. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. This will be fielded at the 17. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position.
45-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to look deep for more. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore.
Touchdown.
DJ Moore on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 21-0.
Joey Sly to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Darnell Mooney, the target there. And now it's third down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down.
For the Bears.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Unable to corral him. He fights through. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Off of play action, Darnold. He's going to look deep for more. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. He's going to look deep for more. This is caught. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Panthers 28, Bears nothing. Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Hey, check
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Hooked up by Troy Prime. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Intercepted. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at the 21-yard.
McCaffrey dances by him. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Jalen Johnson up to make the tackle.
But they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Second and 6. Darnold down to throw. And that is caught. But the back judge right there to say incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. That's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Jeremy Chin. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. The Bears on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But things don't improve fast then. I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in the end zone. And he'll go down at the 2-yard line. What a disaster there.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Dante Jackson picks it. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The play fake, and it's Darnold. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Switch it, come on, switch it. Under 10, under 10, 10. No, lady.
Faking the give, Darnold. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. And his kick here is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he is going to be taken down. They got him, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Complete. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Play action. It's Darnold. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down.
24-yard line.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They go right back to him for 20 and a 1st.
The 4-yard line.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. DJ Moore, as the first half is winding down, and the Panthers have got it on cruise control.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A big play there out of the running game. 39 yards.
Bears first down.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. Taken about 7 yards deep. They juked him. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Going to give this time to the tailback. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Here we go again. Here we go again. Slam, slam. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
3rd down.
And Robinson with a big catch. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step up.
Here's Taylor. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run once more with Taylor. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here's Darnold. Flushed out right. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal coming up as he's out of bounds right around the 5-yard line.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and...
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A 5-yard touchdown. And this offense continues to pour it on. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
And he'll bring this one inside the 35.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now back to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
This will be caught inside the 10.
The pass.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win, and the defense is coming.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Yetur Gross-Matos
Drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
4th down and goal.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and the Panthers will get the football back.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
56 to Mott, boy. 56. Check 56. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot. Patch it. Patch it. Red 80.
Back to throw, Darnold. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. He's going to look deep for Moore. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would
even
be?
know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead.
Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
1st down.
Right back to him on 1st down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They're going to look to throw. Steps away. And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there at 22.
32-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Darnold.
He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Caught by his tight end, Wesco.
And he's only able to get it up to about the 2-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. The Bears on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 8. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Grant Delpit. And a tough turnover there, as now they will have it at the 6-yard line, 1st and goal.
Sets up a 1st down and goal.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. After the interception, here's Darnold to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
On 2nd and goal, Darnold. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
So with a missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. He'll pick up 7 there on the 1st down keeper.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Check the backer.
Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here.
The Bears' 14-yard line.
Darnold. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Akeem Hicks. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Darnold. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Intended for DJ Moore. It's 4th down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Bears will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game.